Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm big edge with another video, man. New media, notification gang. God Squad. It's what it is, man. Let's check this out. First off, congratulations, Anthony Joshua. Want to give you a congratulations for your win. But that's about all I'm really finna give you for real, as far as Flowers is concerned. Is because I wouldn't say his boxing career is done. I wouldn't say that about dude. But what I will say is he peaked out. You're not going to see AJ progress. What you're seeing is what you're getting. I know some may disagree, but based on what I saw in the last two Usyk fights and in this last fight, AJ is not. He's not as good as he was advertised. For one, number two, mentally he ain't there. When he was fighting Franklin, there were certain times in between rounds where you could look at the dude right in his eyes and tell that he's not mentally there. I don't mean like slow or something like that. I just mean like mentally he ain't. He I don't think AJ is fighting because AJ really want to fight. I think he's doing it because he feels some sense of obligation to do it. But I don't think he's doing it because deep in his heart, he's still really genuinely hungry for it and he really wants that big time smoke. That don't mean he not going to fight. That don't mean he not going to still give us cool shows or whatever or whatnot. But at the same time, I don't think AJ wants to continue boxing the way that he's being pressed to do it anymore. I think he's doing it because, number one, he's a brand. He makes a lot of money doing this shit. And he's going to sell out every time. No matter what. No matter who. He's going to sell. And I think because he brings that market value to the sport and his name, sends ripples and rafters throughout the boxing community, that's probably why he's still fighting, possibly. But as far as do I see him being a world champion again with the way that he's performing? No, I don't see it. Do I see him still having some fights in the near future? Yeah, I see him having some cool fights in the near future. Maybe about at the most 4. But do I see him really doing something significant again in the sport of boxing? No. Because number one, mentally he don't look like he really wants to do this boxing shit anymore. And number two, for real, AJ, you don't know how to fight big. You don't know how to be the big guy. Alexander Usyk, the second time you fought him, you should have beat the shit out of him. You should have just walked his little ass down and just 1-2'd him to death. You trying to throw hooks, trying to throw short shit with fighters that are good at throwing short shots. You're not a short shot person, meaning throwing looping shots, hooks. You're a guy that's good at the 1-2 game. Jab cross, jab cross. You good at that shit. If you would have kept Franklin on the end of your 1-2s, you would have did a lot better. More likely probably would have stopped him if you keep him on the end of your 1-2. Deontay Wilder is kind of like the quintessential person right now that's good at just the 1-2. Like that's what got him where he at right now is the 1-2. I mean, I talk all the shit I want about the nigga, but the nigga got the 1-2s down. The 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and all the 6s and shit. But the 1-2, he got that 1-2 shit. And that's what you should have had in that fight with Franklin. That's what you should have had in the fight with Alexander Usyk. Both times, you should have been hitting him with the 1-2s. When you fought Andy Ruiz and you kept dude at the end of your jab, you was jabbing him all night. What happened to that jab? What happened to that shit? You could have fought Usyk off with that jab, but when Usyk was timing your shit, you stopped jabbing. That didn't mean stop jabbing. That just means change up the timing of your shit. But when you got motherfuckers ain't telling you the right shit, just got you out there because you Anthony Joshua and they getting AJ money, they ain't gonna tell you the right shit. They just gonna have you out there because they getting money off your name. You supposed to beat the shit out these dudes and be the big guy. You ain't fighting like the big man. You are fighting to the level of your opposition. You're not never supposed to do that. If you are a top tier dude, you never fight to the level of your opposition. Your opposition is supposed to fight to your level, which is supposed to be virtually impossible when your level is such an elite level to where no one can fathom it. That's neither here nor there. But I don't think Anthony Joshua will be a world champion again. I think he will fight a few more times because it's Anthony Joshua. He puts asses in seats and people make money off of fighting dude. And promoters get money off of having him on their show. But as far as like him being a 3-time heavyweight champion, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't see it. He don't fight big. He don't fight like a big guy. He doesn't fight smart. He worries too much about what his opponent is going to do instead of him making his opponent worrying about what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And you also could tell he's too worried about getting hit with something. When you throw some shit, when you throw something back, he start getting gunshot because you're worried about getting clipped. That means your defense ain't sound. So that means the people that's training you is basically just letting you be an offensive juggernaut, but not letting you do nothing defensive. So your defense is shit. Your footwork is shit. Just saying, bro. AJ, you basically getting used because you sell now. At this point, you're getting used because you sell. Not because you're going to win something major, but because you sell tickets. And once that is over with for you, done. Done. One.